Hi, how are you? I hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July weekend and that everyone is trying very hard, to beat the heat today, wherever you may be in the Northeast. Um, I want to talk to you a little bit about something that's transpiring in less than 19 days from today, which is a gathering of over 10,000 youth at Temple University's the Chorus Center. Um, to give you a little background on it, this year, this year alone will mark the 80th birthday of the founding of a religious organization called Soka Gakkai. Soka in Japanese, in case you're wondering, it means creating value. Both Soka Gakkai means to create the value in society, which we as human beings can change the world through the positive usages of a human revolution, a positive human revolution. The original concept of it was to reform the educational system in Japan under the first president of that group, Tsunesaburo Makiguchi, and his predecessor, Jose Toda. But the Japanese government refused to allow that. Instead, they act like they didn't want anything to do with the Gakkai. They didn't want to have education reformed. And during the war, the priests who were supporters of Nichiren Daishonin's Buddhism were forced by the government to support Shinto to have victory in the war. But instead, Jose Toda and Makaguchi were very opposed to the war and opposed to the idea of state Shinto. In 1943, they were arrested for their anti-war beliefs as thought criminals, along with the rest of those who opposed the war. A year later, Makaguchi died in prison from mistreatment, and abuse. But Jose Toda, this past weekend, which was July 3rd, 1945, which ironically marked exactly to the date 60 something years, I think it is. Yeah, 65 years ago that he was released. Sick and gone, he started to rebuild what's left of the Gakkai from the ground up. It became an organization devoted to the happiness of each individual through the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin's Buddhism, which was founded by Nichiren Daishonin in the 13th century, during the time when Japan was going through some serious stuff, which I'll get into later on. Under the leadership of Jose Toda, with his successor, a young 19-year-old a very young man named Daisaku Ikeda, who would become later the third president of the SGI. Under Toda's leadership in Japan, the Gakkai had a membership from 1947 to 1958 that grew from 3,000 households to an amazing 750,000 households because of the hard efforts of the mentor and disciple relationship. And it's remarkable that this kind of breakthrough would happen at a time when youth were looking for something. We're looking for a spiritual nourishment. On March 17th of that year, 1958, the baton was passed to us, the youth, and as well as to the successor, President Ikeda. 17 days later, on April 2nd, Jose Toda passed after accomplishing all his goals. 2 years later, President Ikeda became president of this organization on May 3rd, 1960, and started his first overseas trip in the United States in October of that same year. So also, this is a big dealing with us. This marks the 50th anniversary of President Ikeda's first visit to the United States, especially here in the great state of New Jersey, Highland Park. Hey, Highland Park, if you're watching right now, how are you? Hey, I hope you're doing well, and we hope that you can be part of this historic gathering. And now to that which I spoke about. Since then, by the way, just so you know, the organization has grown into 192 countries and territories around the world, including here in the United States. The thing I was talking about earlier, which was the Rock the Era meeting, which we're going to be having at Temple University's the Kures Center, is coming. It's 19 days away and less than, if I can remember my mathematics correctly, 456 hours away from a historic gathering of such magnitude. The youth have been gathering and preparing for a long, long time. Now, if I remember my thing correctly, I actually can tell you that I'm really looking forward to this, because I've been a member of this practice for 26 years along with my mother. We've been going through some very hard times during that time period, with my mother's health and everything, but we never gave up hope on this practice. It helped me overcome autism, and now I'm becoming a capable leader to change the world for the betterment of humanity. Rock the Era to me isn't just a saying or a doing with the festival and all. This is a call to action. This is a call for a positive human revolution. This is a call for change. And we have to be that change if we're going to improve the people's lives through our own actions as votaries of the Buddha. Nichiren Daishonin, who wrote to his disciples letters in Goshos saying that one's voice does the Buddha's work. Oh, by the way, baby dog Kineko over there is being herself, by the way. But we're the voices that do the Buddha's work, and we have to be really ready. The time for change has come, and we are going to be that change that we wish to be and we wish to see in the world. We can do something about it. We can make a difference if we just really put action into it. So Rock the Era to me isn't just rocking and rolling with music and song. It is for us as youth to be entrusted the future of this great country and the world we live in. So I hope that I can inspire you in the next couple of days to really go out and become the positive change for the betterment of humanity. Rocking the Era isn't just rocking the era to make a change. The time for transitioning to do right has begun. We can do it. I know we can. So that's all I got to say for this moment. So I will talk to you later. I got to get ready for work right now. So please take good care. Hello to everybody out there. Chris Crocker, love the new hairdo and everything. And I hope all of you be well. I offer Buddhistic prayers. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, for you all to have a better, positive day ahead. Take good care. Peace. See you later.